Have you ever found yourself all alone on a mysterious island with nothing but your wits and imagination? That's the situation I found myself in today, and I'll have to show you what I've built if I want to survive the night. I spent the whole day gathering resources and beating back the mobs that came out as night fell. By some miracle, I'm still in one piece. But now it's time to turn this little tropical paradise into a true home. What started as a simple shelter has turned into something far greater than I ever imagined. From up here, it feels like my kingdom, but a lone builder needs defenses against the dangers that still lurk in the night. No zombie, skeleton, or creeper will threaten my village again, not with barriers this thick and gates this strong. It's taken every ounce of focus and determination to get this far alone, but my work is only beginning. There's so much left to build and resources to collect if I'm to make this isolated corner of the island truly home. My solitary struggle continues. Will you follow along to see all I can accomplish by my own hand? Then welcome, friend, to the epic island kingdom I alone have constructed in Minecraft hardcore mode. It's been a year since I first washed up on this shore, and what began as a solo fight for survival has blossomed into so much more. Through countless hours of gathering, crafting, and building, I've carved out a place not just to call home, but to share with others. At first, it was lonely, being the only soul for miles, but over time, wandering villagers found their way here too. With walls to protect them and homes of their own, now this little community thrives. We've come so far from living in fear of the monsters that roamed freely. Now the children know nothing but peace, freedom to explore, and to dream of adventures beyond our shores. There may come a day when I set sail and see what other worlds lie over the horizon. But for now, no castle or metropolis could compare to the home and family I've found here in this hard-won paradise. This is the island kingdom that I built with my own two hands.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like if not just chests, but every mob dropped loot when you defeated them? What kind of chaos would ensue if creepers exploded with treasure or zombies shuffled at you with an inventory full of goodies? Today, we're going to find out. I'm just doing my usual thing, chopping down some trees before night falls. But as the sun goes down and mobs start spawning, things are about to get really interesting. Whoa, was that a chest I heard? I spin around and come face to face with the strangest sight. It's a zombie, but instead of arms, he's got moving chest panels. When I defeat him, a cascade of items spill out. It's working just like a chest. My inventory is already overflowing, and night has only just fallen. It looks like this world really isn't safe for my storage. Time to head home and sort through my spoils, but I quickly realize my base has a new purpose now too. With every mob a chest on legs, I've got all the storage I need right at my fingertips. Maybe this world isn't so crazy after all. Back at my base, I take stock of everything the walking chest mobs dropped. There's enough iron, coal, and redstone here to fuel my projects for weeks. But as I sort, I start to wonder, what other treasures might the deeper mobs hold? Time to brave the mines and find out. Into the darkness I go, torch raised high. The usual cave sounds echo all around, but mixed in are creaks and squeaks like hinges opening. Around the corner shuffles a zombie holding a saddle. My curiosity is piqued now. What other surprises lie in wait? There, in a wide open cave, something catches my eye. An Enderman, flickering at the edge of my vision, but its lanky form seems bulky somehow. I ready my sword, hoping whatever it holds is worth the fight. When it falls, a cascade of eyes of Ender and Ender pearls cascade out. Jackpot! By now, my inventory runs over. As the sun rises on a new day, I gaze out over a valley filled with potential treasure troves. Whatever mysteries these chest mobs hold, one thing is clear. This world is ripe for exploration, and I can't wait to see what riches tomorrow brings.
Have you ever wondered what goes into surviving 100 days in Minecraft? What kind of challenges could possibly arise living off the land for so long? Well, I'm here to tell you that chickens almost cost me everything on day 47. Let me take you back to explain how close I came to losing it all. I had just finished harvesting my wheat farm and collecting eggs from the chicken coop when I noticed we were running low on food. My little survivors and I would need to buckle down and gather supplies if we wanted to make it through the winter. So I set to expanding the chicken pen, adding on more fences and building them a new coop. My little helpers were so excited to have more space to explore. But expansion also meant more mouths to feed, and that's when the problems began. It started with just a few chickens wandering out here and there. I'd shoo them back inside, sure it was a one-time mistake. But soon there were more and more chickens escaping each day. Before I knew it, half the flock was missing. With night falling and mobs starting to spawn, I had to act fast to get them rounded up. It took me until well past midnight, but I finally herded the last chicken back inside. Exhausted, I plopped down and leaned against the fence. That's when the scary thought hit me. What if this happened when I wasn't around to chase them down? I could lose the entire flock. And without those eggs and meat, my little survivors and I wouldn't last the winter. It was then that I realized I had to find a more secure solution, or risk losing everything to a flock of runaway chickens. The next morning, with no time to rest, I got to work crafting stronger defenses. By midday, I had installed sturdy fence gates with locks at the chicken pen entrance and exits. No more free roaming for these escape artists. I also added a roof over the pen's perimeter to stop any digging attempts. With the new upgrades complete, I let the chickens out to stretch their wings. To my relief, they stayed right where they belonged. My friends and I could rest easy knowing our food source was secure. But little did I know, another threat was looming on the horizon. But just a few days later, as night was falling and storms rolled in, I heard the unmistakable caw of a phantom emerging from the dark. My heart sank. What if the awful thing decided to target the one place I couldn't protect, the chicken coop? I'd be relying on a flimsy roof to shield them. I had to act, and fast. Fighting through my exhaustion, I stayed up all night crafting trapdoors, torches, lamps, anything to discourage the phantoms. By dawn, the coop was a brightly lit, inaccessible fortress. As the storms cleared, I peered over at the pen, relief washing over me at the sight of feathers still drifting about inside. It seemed my defenses had done the trick. But it was a close call, and a lesson hard learned. In Minecraft, you can never be too prepared.